Whole Story Quest Audiobooks presents The Age of Odin by James Lovegrove, narrated by Andy Cresswell. Chapter 1. So, there I was, driving through the worst snowstorm I'd ever seen in a crappy rental Vauxhall Astra, with abortion in the passenger seat offering useless advice and trying to get the stereo to work, and when he wasn't doing that, rolling up joint after joint and smogging the car up with skunk fumes. Our rate of progress was roughly 10 miles an hour. It was getting dark. We didn't know exactly where we were going. At what point, I asked myself, was I going to accept the fact that this was the worst plan in the entire history of mankind? Knowing me, never. Stubborn, I was. Pig-headed, Jen used to say. Except, she would add, that's an insult to pigs. Compared to you, they're quite reasonable animals. The snow filled the windscreen like static on an untuned TV. The Astra kept slewing and lurching, its wheels somehow finding every slippery patch on the road, despite my best efforts. Every half-mile or so we'd pass another abandoned vehicle whose driver had had the common sense to admit defeat and dump their ride by the roadside and head off for shelter on foot rather than blunder on. This storm wasn't letting up any time soon. The forecasters predicted it'd last at least another 24 hours and maybe longer. Blizzard conditions. Batten down the hatches, Britain. The future's white. No one with any brains is going anywhere. Can't be much further now, said Abortion. His eyes were pink and glassy from the weed. How can you be so sure if the place isn't even on the map and all you've got to go on is a bunch of written directions? Dunno. Just am. Call it a feeling. He offered me a pull on the joint he'd just sparked up. Abortion's joints were unique. To save on Rizzlers, he used segments of pages from a Bible he'd been given by a maiden aunt for his confirmation, so each one had little lines of text running round it. He'd started doing this when he left school. The paper was thin and slick and could be sealed with a lick, just right for the job. Now his Bible had about 100 pages left in it. He was nearly through the New Testament and coming up to the book of Revelation. Bit of herbal mood elevation? He asked. No, sir. Come on, Gid. One little toke won't hurt. I've got to concentrate. Need a clear head. This clears your head, Abortion insisted through a blur of exhaled smoke. I was tempted, but those days were gone. The booze, the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?